Hi everybody, I'm Jeanne, and you are up here at Wallapai Mountain at the Songbird Ridge. That's our home, and I wanted to do this video today to invite you into my kitchen, which is a place that I spend a lot of my time because I love to cook. You know, with this quarantine, I figured you guys would have plenty of time to watch a cooking video that is so easy and that even a guy could do this, and it's so tasty and flavorful. So ladies, you can do this on quite a budget. I'm going to tell you a little secret about some of the things I prep that I take pictures of, and you guys are always commenting on Facebook saying, oh, I just love that, it looks great, blah blah blah, I wish I could cook. Well, guess what? You can cook just like me. It's easy. I have no formal training at all besides working in restaurants most of my life. One of the biggest things I started when, as you know, I am a musician, and I am the other half of Crown of Life. That is our newest Christian music duo that Billy and I have put together because a lot of different things have happened in our life, and we've decided to switch focus a little bit. Our focus is on God and wonderful things that God does, and everybody needs Him right now. We need Him in our life more than ever, and I think a lot of people are actually gravitating now. We're all stuck at home, and we're on Facebook, and we're looking at this, and we're looking at that, and some of the stuff that used to be funny, maybe it's not so funny anymore. It isn't to me. I find that a lot more people are watching the videos of our pastors all online, and there's a lot of great messages out there. So on that note, I'm going to tell you what got me into bulk stuffing, which is what I'm going to show you today. Today I'm going to show you, we're going to stuff some mushrooms, and I do this in bulk. I do a lot of things in bulk, especially up here, and because Billy and I are so busy all the time, it seems, until now, I like to be able to come home and go to my freezer, grab something out, like what I'm going to show you today, pop it in the oven, and within 5 to 15 minutes, I have a tasty little dish to either eat as a main dish or just snack on as a side dish. What I found over the years, raising kids, now I have grandkids, you have to be a little smart about your shopping. I used to never go to dollar stores, but there is the 99-cent store, which you have one in Havasu. We have one up here in Kingman. I'm sure they're everywhere. They have produce. Now, when you buy the produce there, you're not going to want to sit on it for long. It's not like going to Bash's or Safeway, and it's, you know, super fresh. It's going to be ready to turn in a couple of days, so you need to take care of it. So I buy these mushrooms, just the typical white kind of button mushrooms, and these are $1 or 99 cents. You go to Safeway, Bash's, Smith's, whatever, you know, you're going to pay $2.99 to $4.99, just depending on which store you're at. Well, that's blarney. Nobody wants to pay that kind of money for mushrooms. Unless they're just burning their money. I don't know. I haven't been able to do that quite yet in my life, but, you know, who knows. Anyways, here I have some already cleaned mushrooms. I actually washed these, just put them in the strainer and got the dirt off. Some more fancy cooks might say, oh, we take these and we dust the dirt right off of them. Anyways, I wash them, and that's cool with me. And I always use a grapefruit spoon for my mushrooms. And the reason I like the grapefruit spoon is because it's serrated. And that makes cutting the stem and gutting the inside of the mushroom super duper easy. I could cut them, which, you know, whatever. But I like the serrated end. So basically what I do is I just kind of do a little saw, and I pop that off, plop it in there, and then I take that serrated point and I just stick it in there and kind of carve around, and then voila, the insides are going to come right out, and just kind of scrape them out. You want to get most of those gills. That's what the dark brown stuff inside is called gills. And you're going to want to just kind of scrape that out because you want room for your stuffing. Now look at that. That took me, if I wouldn't have been talking, that would have taken me 5 seconds to 10 seconds probably. But anyone that knows me knows I love to talk. So there we go. Perfectly hollowed out, ready to go. I plop that right over here on my cookie sheet. for now. I want to talk about the stuffing because there's all kinds of different things you can do, but these aren't very large. I'll probably do another video later and do some portobellos with some more substantial stuffing. And I also love to stuff all kinds of peppers. Little yellow Hungarian peppers, they come in bags at the dollar store. You can get the mini bell peppers. And actually the dollar store sells these gigantic bags of bell peppers, and they're probably about that big. So they're actually pretty good for stuffing if you slice them in half. It's really awesome and such an awesome meal. But today we're going to stick to cheese, and cheese is really easy. So I have different little combinations I use. The one that I like and that Billy likes is spicy. So this is a Safeway brand, Lucerne, but it's a jalapeno cream cheese spread. And I'm telling you, 80 calories for 2 tablespoons. We're not going to put that much in there, so these are really low cal too and healthy. When I do the cream cheese spread, I usually use the jalapeno cream cheese. I usually use a pepper jack cheese with a little bit of shredded cheddar. The other one I like to do if you don't like it spicy is a garden vegetable cream cheese spread. The cream cheese, it just gives it a little to it, little creaminess. And also I freeze these. After I do these in bulk, I freeze them and then I package them up. So originally I started with just cheese, but what I'd find is, you know, even though they're frozen, the cheese can fall out. So hello, learn the hard way. So with the garden vegetable, or maybe you want to try an onion, the chive one that they have. They've got so many different flavors of cream cheeses now, and they're usually 70 calories to 80 calories per 2 tablespoons. So like I said, really low cal. With the garden vegetable, I will use the Italian style. I like to get these, they're pre-shredded, they're ready to go. If you don't want to do it, that's your prerogative. You can sit there and grind away. I don't care. But for me, for all these mushrooms I do, it's already done for me. I like Italian style, and then I mix it with a little garden vegetable. And I top that with, this is the bite, a little gorgonzola. Just like 2 crumbles on the top of one of these mushrooms after you've stuffed it. Oh my gosh, if you like blue cheese, feta, gorgonzola, something that gives a little bite to it, it is amazing, and you think that you're sitting in Chagru's or Barley Brothers. I'm telling you, it's good. Anyways, so that's everything that I'm going to put into it. And now I'm going to take some time and probably do a little fast zip through of me gutting these mushrooms, and then we'll get back into the stuffing, okay? So you basically take the stem. You can cut the stem, but it's pretty easy to just snap it, toss it in there, scrape. And trust me, when you first do this, especially with the grapefruit spoon, you're going to be all delicate. Don't bother. Just keep it in your hand like that. Keep a grip on it, and you'll get brave after a few mushrooms when you realize you don't destroy them. And you can put a little muscle into it and go fast. I've almost got a couple of dozen here, ready to go. And don't worry, we're not going to just discard what I'm putting here. All of this right here is reusable. Now when you stuff bigger mushrooms, you would most likely chop this up and incorporate it into your stuffing. But because these are just button mushrooms, we don't really have a lot of room. And these are more like appetizers. You're going to just pop them in your mouth and eat them. So what I do is, usually when I'm bulk stuffing, I'm going to do button mushrooms and, as I mentioned before, portobellos and peppers. I'll use this in my portobellos and mix it in with the stuffing. And we'll do another video on the portobellos sometime. I actually don't think I bought any this last trip, so it might be next week when I do that one. So now we're going to make the stuffing, which is super duper easy. So I have my bowl here, and I'm going to use the garden vegetable cream cheese. And we really don't need a lot, even for 24 mushrooms. You know, that's maybe a teaspoon or more that's going in there. So I'm going to just use a little. I just want to wet it up so it's sticky. Maybe that's a 1/4 cup. But we'll see how that plays out. And I'm going to use the Italian style cheese for this. I'm actually going to use a lot of this because it's going to kind of shrink down. So we'll try that there. And I'm going to just cream it. You know, I've had it sitting out here for a little bit and it's nice and soft. I'm going to just cream it up. Mix it in there. I love cheese so much that I could just eat this, but probably wouldn't be a good idea.
Do you have a knife in there?
I'm in the kitchen, of course I have a knife.
Well, I don't want you using it because I don't want you cutting the cheese.
Even the bird's laughing. Billy, I'll leave that up to you, okay? All right, look how awesome. That's easy. Anybody can do that. You could have no arm and you could still kind of do this. I mean, I'm telling you, this is easy peasy, lemon squeezy, as my grandson would say. All right. I guess I will just move this here. Ooh, there is nothing. You probably can't tell, but it is snowing outside, and there's nothing better than an apple cider. All right, okay, I'm gonna stuff these now. Listen, always wash your hands, okay? I'm especially washing my hands because I'm going to not be using a spoon or anything with this. You could, if you can't get your fingernails dirty or something like that, whatever, you know, everybody's got their reasons. Me, I don't care. I have no fingernails, I play the guitar. And you're just gonna, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. This is eyeballing it. And what I don't want it to overflow because it's gonna melt everywhere. And also because I'm going to be putting some gorgonzola crumble right on top. And that's gonna brown up so nice. Look how easy this is. I mean, there's nothing to it. Like I said, even guys can do this. Impress that woman. I cannot wait to eat these. No, you have to wait. Go back to your corner and be good.
I just wanted you guys to see how she treats me.
Even Tater thinks that's funny. These will be done shortly, Billy, I promise. Wow. Can you believe? Okay, I put what I eyeballed as a 1/4 cup into of the cream cheese in there, and I think I probably put maybe a cup or so, you know, eyeballed that, maybe a little more. It was a good handful of the Italian style cheese. And look at that. Oh, perfect. Not bad, Jeannie. Okay, I'm gonna wash my hands really quick, and then we're gonna put some crumbles on top. All right. Put these aside for now, and I'll finish those up a little later. All right. So here they are. All stuffed, very easy. That probably took me, if Billy wouldn't have bothered me, it probably would have taken me 90 seconds to do. But you know, he's always got to be right in there to see what's up and when he's going to get fed. All right, this is the gorgonzola. And like I said, I like gorgonzola. A gorgonzola is right in between a blue cheese and a feta. So it's kind of mid-range. Blue cheese will be sharper and a feta is a little more mild. Goat cheese as well, if you like. God, I love goat cheese. But you know, that's a good feta substitute as well if you don't have a feta. All right. Now some of these are kind of big, you know. I don't want them too big, but you know, two. Here's 2 little crumbles. That's all you need on that. That's kind of a medium one. Use a little smaller one here. And that's going to melt down really nice and just give it a bite that is good, and it will brown nicely because when you cook these, all you're going to do is hit broil. For this size mushroom, I don't bake them. I always do broil first, and then I usually will drop the oven down for larger mushrooms or peppers, and that kind of bakes the outer shells. But these are small, and the stuffing isn't substantial like a broccoli or anything like that. So it's going to cook in 5 minutes, maybe 7. You're going to eyeball it on broil. That's it, and then you're done. And you don't want to leave them out sitting too long because you know, they cool down, and it's kind of like having cold French fries. You know, who wants to eat cold French fries? I don't want to eat a cold mushroom. I guess somebody would, but not me. I'm finicky. Anyways, I'm just breaking these crumbles up and putting them on top, and then we're going to pop these into the oven, which I guess I should have turned it on, but it's broil. It'll go fast. And you're not going to want to go too close, you know, about 5-6 inches down, because you want them to brown, but you don't want them to burn on you. And if you're not paying attention and the phone rings or the kid cries or whatever your dilemma is, you know, you've just ruined a batch. And that would not be a happy thing. All right. Okay, I got to lick my fingers, but I'll wash them again. Oh my gosh. Yum. Okay, let's wash the paws again. Oh my gosh, I could just eat that. I love gorgonzola. Okay, we're going to pop these in the oven I'm going to check them at 5 minutes because I don't want them to burn. Yeah, I'm definitely about 5 inches, about the first rung down. So I'm going to want to be careful with these sideways. All right, I'm going to close that up, turn the oven light on, and we will check back in just a few minutes. These look amazing. Ugh. So what I wanted to tell you, we're going to let these cool a little bit, but what I wanted to tell you, and I forgot to before I put these in the oven, is what I normally do is I put them on a cookie sheet, and maybe I spray the cookie sheet, or you use wax paper. And I would put a lot more on one cookie sheet. I'd stuff this whole thing and take it out to the freezer and slide it in there and let them freeze. Okay, not cooked. You're going to do this before no cooking. Okay, this is if you're going to do bulk and you're going to, you know, want to be able to hold them and take them out. So you take them and put them in the freezer for a couple hours, freeze them up, and then you're going to bag them. Give me 1 second. So this is a freezer. These are ones I did a couple of weeks ago, and they are exactly what I've just made here, except I did not cook them. So I buy these the Ziploc bags that vacuum seal, but I get the ones that I can open because sometimes you don't want to eat this many. Billy and I could eat this many, but not just one sitting. So I just put them in there, set them down, and it's vacuum seal it, and it's ready to go. Stick it in the freezer, and when I want to have these, or for an appetizer, I come home, I open it up very easily, and plop them on a cookie sheet, broil them for 5-7 minutes, and voila, they're ready to go like these are right here. All right, here they are, the finished product. Nicely browned on top, and let's see how they're cooked. That was 7 minutes on broil. Amazing. Billy, will you come